By the end of the century, the projection is that there are going to be 300 million people in the world with Alzheimer's disease. That's roughly equivalent to the current population of the United States. And if we don't do something about that, I don't see how that's economically sustainable for any place in the world.
Our society, in essence, has sort of created a little wall around the elderly. And I think the Sweet Reader program actually breaks through the wall and puts in a door and lets the children in.
Sweet Readers brings together middle school kids and adults with Alzheimer's for fun and creative programs in museums and care facilities. We train kids to find the person behind the disease. Our programs are collaborative discoveries of music, art, poetry, and most of all, each other. Sweet Reader started because reading to my grandma helped us connect, and it felt good. So I started reading and writing poetry to the people at my grandma's care program, and now there are over 100 Sweet Readers in 5 cities, and together we are making a difference.
My favorite thing about being a Sweet Reader is basically getting to know Liz.
When we come, they just start singing to us, and the room lights up.
We just looked at paintings and we talk about them, what we saw in them.
It's a really great, wonderful way of bringing middle school students and adults together in an art setting.
Anybody who knows anything about medicine understands that one of the most potent healing weapons we have is the human touch. But that isn't necessarily only restricted to physical contact. It's also the meeting of one mind with another and the connection of an emotion between two people.
When you have individual human beings interacting that way, there's no limit to what can be accomplished.
Even though me and Mel are very different, and when we're from different time periods, we can connect on a lot of things.
Chelsea is 103, and that's amazing.
What we are trying to do here is to get people to be our friends.
When you reach my age, it's nice to feel comfortable with somebody, and I do with him.
I think Sweet Readers works because they have very successfully, through training, eliminated intimidation. They know what to expect. They come in expecting it. I think that's crucial.
Interacting, socializing, engaging, imparting information to each other.
Every week they were asking, when are the children coming?
Being around the younger people just gives her a vitality that you can't get anyplace else.
She's good. You're so much fun to be with, and you have so many jokes to tell.
I have a hug. I just feel like I needed one.
You're very special, and the tears are flowing.
I love you.
Sweet Readers works because someone who is feeling so isolated with Alzheimer's is suddenly surrounded and feeling needed and wanted and respected. The Sweet Reader, seeing the impact that they're so clearly having, is empowered and transformed by the experience.
We love intergenerational programs, and to me, this is one that really impacts our residents that have Alzheimer's disease or dementia. It just, watching them in action, you see this at the beginning, they might be a little bit dull, then you just see the light, and this is the kind of programming that we really need to have in our communities.
I was the very first funded adult daycare program in New York City through the Department for Aging over 25 years ago. So for me to say this is one of the best programs I've ever seen is really saying something, because I've seen some remarkable work. We expect excellence always. This program is phenomenal.
It's an opportunity to really change the way we view the elderly population, which, by the way, is going to be massive.
The federal government has not put enough money into Alzheimer's disease research. Private philanthropy has done what it can, but it's still inadequate. And with serious budget constraints and other economic problems, the likelihood that money for Alzheimer's research will come exclusively from the government is very small.
This doesn't have to be a depressing epidemic. We're full of hope. We're at a tipping point. There is an interesting time right now where kids can come into this picture and change the face of Alzheimer's, raise significant funds, and help bring its end.
We are community.
We are community.
We are community.
We are
Community.
We are community.
We are community.
We are community.
We are community.